A new study has revealed the incredibly ancient pre-stone circle landscape upon which Stonehenge now stands. Research by the University of Southampton has plotted the Mesolithic environment of the now Salisbury Plain 4,000 years prior to the construction of the world-famous Sarsen and Bluestone monument. A team of academics explored Blick Mead, a Mesolithic archaeological site within a chalkland spring area about a mile from Stonehenge. They discovered evidence that the landscape was not covered in dense, closed canopy forests during the later Mesolithic period as was previously theorised. Instead, it was only partially wooded and was a grazing ground for huge bovine aurochs, red deer, elk and wild boar. This would make it an attractive hunting ground for ancient human hunter-gatherers before the arrival of Neolithic farmers, who would go on to build Stonehenge and a host of similar monuments. Lead researcher Samuel Hudson of Geography and Environmental Science at Southampton said, "There has been intensive study of the Bronze Age and Neolithic history of the Stonehenge landscape, but less is known about earlier periods. The integration of evidence recovered from previous excavations at Blick Mead, coupled with our own fieldwork, allowed us to understand more about the flora and fauna of the landscape prior to the construction of the later world-famous monument complex." He added, "Past theories suggest the area was thickly wooded and cleared in later periods for farming and monument building. However, our research points to pre-Neolithic hunting-gathering inhabitants living in open woodland which supported aurochs and other grazing herbivores." The researchers studied pollen, fungal spores and traces of DNA preserved in ancient sediment, alongside optically stimulated luminescence and radiocarbon dating to map an environmental history of the site. Their findings enabled them to produce a picture of the habitat in the area from the later Mesolithic 5500 BC to the Neolithic from about 4000 BC. The research indicates that later Mesolithic populations at Blick Mead used the open and expansive conditions to repeatedly exploit groups of large ungulates, hoofed mammals, until a transition to an agrarian and monument-building society took place. Over the centuries, these practices made the area perfect for the construction of the breathtaking megalithic site and other large-scale monument building, as the land was pre-cleared. The team suggested there was continuity between the inhabitants of the two eras, who used the land in different ways but understood it to be a favourable location. I would note that the lingering presence of the hunter-gatherer caste, which was revered in similar and broadly contemporary Neolithic sites like Newgrange in Ireland, may have also rendered the location one of ritual or spiritual significance. The hunt was of supreme importance, not just for survival but for religion, with Mesolithic societies donning horned headgear as part of shamanic-style worship. The conclusions of the team from Southampton, working with colleagues at the universities of Buckingham, Tromsø and Salzburg, are published in the journal PLOS 1. The team is now planning further exploration of the Mesolithic history of the area, which they hope to begin at the end of this year. That's it for this video. Don't forget to like, share and most importantly subscribe, and thanks for watching.